Hey, what's going on? Pete Francis for Blues Rack Review, and in this video we're talking most anticipated albums of 2018. Obviously this video is going to have a focus on blues rock, and we'll kick things off with Perfection Kills from Dan Patlansky, which is out early February 2nd to be exact. And why is this an anticipated album? Well, because his last two albums have been voted #1 on Blues Rock Review's top 20 albums of the year, Introvertigo in 2016 and Dear Silence Thieves in 2014. So expectations are pretty high for this album. We've already reviewed the album, gave it a 9 out of 10, and this album is right up there with the other albums. And I've got to say, Dan Patlansky right now, he's as consistent as anyone in the genre. He's a killer guitar player, and most importantly, he writes really good songs. And once again, we have a really good album with Perfection Kills, and that's out February 2nd. Definitely an album a lot of people are looking forward to. Joe Bonamassa is coming out with a new studio album this year, and Joe Bonamassa is just super busy. He's releasing so many albums. Pretty much every year now he's releasing a live album. This past year, he released an album with Black Country Communion and Rock Candy Funk Party. And then this year, he's got his release, Black Coffee with Beth Hart. So yeah, really busy guy. And in an interview with Blues Rock Review back in the fall, Bonamassa told us that he's got an album that should be out this summer. And obviously, this will be a very anticipated album. It seems these days he's releasing a studio album about once every 2 years. So obviously, whenever Bonamassa releases a studio album, it's very anticipated. Anthony Gomes is set to release a new album this year, and this one's very anticipated because back in 2015, his latest album, Electric Field Holler, was voted Blues Rock Review's #2 album of that year. And Anthony Gomes is definitely one of the hardest working guys in the business. He tours relentlessly. And we caught up with him back in the summer to ask him about this new album, and he gave us a pretty interesting answer as to why he thinks this will be his best.
I purposefully left the better songs that I've written in the last 7 years off those albums. And now I have 35 songs going into this new record, and I can honestly say, from performance to songwriting to production, I can't wait for it to come out. It's going to eclipse anything we've done, and the only thing that I don't like about it is I'm going to wonder how I could ever top this album. I think it's going to be that good.
Simon McBride is expected to finally release a new album this year, and it's been a while since we've seen a new Simon McBride album. It's been 6 years since he released Crossing the Line in 2012, which was voted to Blues Rock Review's top 20 albums of that year. And that was a great album, and Simon McBride had put out some really good albums before that, and it seemed like when he released Crossing the Line, he was really on the cusp of joining that top tier of modern day blues rock acts. But he's taken some years off to raise a family, but now he's working on this new album. It's expected to be out in the fall, so it's one we're definitely looking forward to. What other albums are you looking forward to this year? What are your most anticipated albums? Feel free to leave a comment down in the comments section below. We'd love to hear what albums you want to hear this year. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.